Hello, my name is Pavel and welcome back to my second ever vlog. Even though I'm sitting in the exact same place where I sit for my actual proper videos, this is going to be like the same thing as I did in my first vlog, where basically I'm going to be watching movies all day, well, throughout the next 2 days, because I'll explain why in a second. But basically, I'm going to be watching movies, doing things, and just telling you about them. They won't be big reviews, they're just going to be basically me watching something on Netflix, something on Amazon Prime, something that just doesn't take a lot of effort to find, and I'm just going to tell you what I think, if I recommend them, if it was good, basically that sort of stuff. But today one thing I have to do is make a CV for another job, and that's kind of something that I want to speak about because I'm a bit lost in life and I just kind of need to get that off my chest. I have some notes on my phone that is cracked and looks very, very dirty at the moment. Just sit down for a sec and let me tell you what's happening in my life, if you're interested. Basically, I'm working in a school as an LSA, which is a learning support assistant, so I'm basically helping students within the classroom, and I really enjoy this job. Like, compared to what I did about a year ago, I worked in a hotel for 4 years, and it gave me great life experience and stuff like that. It was fun, but now working in a school, I really love doing that. And I'm at the point where I kind of have to fill out some forms and stuff like that to do a master's, because I think I'm starting a master's in September. See, last September I thought I would also be starting a master's, but like 2 days before the master's started, I dipped and I was like, can I defer? And then here I am. If you hear football in the background, that's because we live near a football pitch and it's extremely loud at times, so I'm so sorry. This is the only time I can kind of film and just chat, so I'll let them scream, I'll let them grunt and shout. But basically, the master's I'm doing is a PGCE, which is basically a master's so I can be a secondary school teacher, which is definitely something I am passionate about. But every time I think I know what I'm doing in life, when I think everything's going to plan, something in my head is like, no, this is wrong. It's exactly what happened last year. I was all motivated to go, and apparently the course that I got into is extremely hard to get into, so I should be extremely grateful. Only like 9 other people get in. Here I am, and I'm like, do I actually want to do this? Am I certain if I want to do this? And I feel like I'm taking it for granted, the opportunities that I'm given. There's so many people out there that probably want to do the course that I'm in, and they're so set on it, and here I am taking the piss. I'm like, yeah, maybe I kind of want to do this course, maybe, I'm not too sure. And whilst others are kind of are set on what they want to do. So I think I have like this battle inside my head where I'm like, I want to figure out what I want to do in life, but I have no idea how to figure out what I want to do in life. Like, I love working with children, I love working in a school, and every time I'm in a class, because I'm not teaching, I'm like, damn, I really want to fucking do this. But then there's times I leave the school and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this. What is happening in my brain? Like, my life is filled with constant contradictions. Like, I want routine, but I also love constant change. Like, I love working in a job for a little while, then swapping, then experiencing something new, then being here, then being there. But then also, I'm a demon when I don't have routine. I feel like I'm falling apart and life is crumbling because I do not have routine. How does that work? I make no sense. Every university near me, within like basically this first few minutes of this vlog is just me giving out about me being a bit confused in life and not really knowing what to do. Hopefully I figure it out. This all started because I have to do a CV today to apply to another job for the summer. Why do I not know what the fuck I want to do in life? And I wish I did. Can you imagine me being a teacher? Sometimes I can, but sometimes I can't. I don't know. Also, this is such a privileged conversation. Like, my mum, whenever she was like my age, she had to do like crazy fucking jobs just to get by. Like, when she arrived in Ireland, she had to walk like 7 kilometers each way to work just to support herself. And here I am like, oh, do I want to do this program that's going to give me a secure job and secure pathway in life, blah blah blah. What is wrong with me? I'm gonna shut up. Be right back. Hello. Quick update, I just finally sent that CV, and I'm so sick of making new CVs just tailored to jobs and being continuously rejected from them. But I've sent the CV, I cannot wait to shower, not that you needed to know that. I sent the CV to this cafe, which is quite cute and it's really nearby, so I kind of hope they get back to me. I tried to like really alter the CV to be like, I want to be a barista even though I'm doing a course to be a secondary teacher in a few months. Anyway, we won't speak about that. CV sent, probably going to be rejected, and now I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll keep you filled in, you know? So bear back. Okay, we're not going to talk about the hair because, well, I have no product in it, and this is what my hair looks like when I have no product in it, and I just need to leave it alone. So please ignore the fact that I have a huge fucking pancake on my head and I need to get my hair cut. So we're going to move past that. And also it is the next day because I had a shower. How do I admit this as a 23-year-old man? I played Fortnite for like 3 hours and then I didn't watch anything. I'm not ready to have the conversation yet and admit to myself that I'm a grown-ass man playing a kid's game, but that's what I did. Anyway, it's the next day and I just watched a movie. I watched a movie called The Englishman Who Went Up the Hill But Came Down a Mountain. So basically, it's a Hugh Grant movie in the late 90s. And we kind of just picked it because we just wanted something easy to watch, something chill, and it was definitely quite enjoyable. I made a little hierarchy list of Hugh Grant in his like 90s and ranking all the movies, and I'll tell you where I put this at the end after I kind of speak about it. But it was definitely an easy, chilled watch. There was nothing spectacular about it. He's a cartographer. He measures this hill. It's a hill, and people in the town are very angry at him, and then they're all kind of working together as a community, which is definitely really nice to see. They're working as a community to prevent him from actually going home back to England from Wales, so he can remeasure the hill to declare it a mountain. And they kind of spend the entire movie adding random shit on top of the hill so it can go to 1,000 feet, which would therefore make it a mountain. It's quite enjoyable. There's a few things like the love interest in this isn't really explored and kind of looked into until the end, which was fine. I guess this movie is just kind of just focuses on the idea of a community and just working together and a cute little village town thing, just trying to get on the map, literally. But here is my list of Hugh Grant's movies that I have seen in pre-2000. So number 1, Notting Hill. Number 2, we're also going best to worst. Number 2, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Number 3, Mickey Blue Eyes. And then number 4, The Englishman Who Went Up a Hill But Came Down a Mountain. Notting Hill is just, you can't beat it. It's great, books, amazing. 4 Weddings and a Funeral, it's just great. You know, he's doing so good. I love it. And then Mickey Blue Eyes, forget about it.
God, hey, get out of here.
No, just forget about it.
Forget about it.
No.
You know, you know that quote. That was probably definitely embarrassing. I love this movie because it has a Welsh accent, and hearing Welsh people say mountain is hilarious and so cute. I know it's in the early 2000s, but honourable mention is Love Actually, obviously. So that's my little list. That's what we watched. It was definitely quite enjoyable. Not an amazing movie, but if you're looking for something to just chill and watch, definitely I recommend this movie. I'm not going to say the title again because it's very long. It's a nice title, but it's very long. Also, before I go, I need to put you onto a drink, which is this. I do not know if it will focus, but it is a Starbucks double shot espresso, and get the no sugar one because it tastes so good. Try it if you get a chance. So I watched the next movie, and I watched Jennifer's Body, made in 2009, and I will read you the synopsis first before I kind of speak about it. The synopsis reads: a newly possessed high school student cheerleader turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror? Okay, I understand that this is a cult classic, and I definitely respect that. If I had to kind of like put a few movies together to kind of like explain the essence and mood and theme this movie possesses, it's definitely something like emo Mean Girls mixed with Twilight mixed with Carrie. That's kind of how I would put it. Like I checked the ratings for this movie and they were like 5.2 on IMDb, which isn't the highest, but I'm gonna look past it because I genuinely really like this movie. This movie has some questionable writing. It kind of reminds me of that scene in Riverdale, I think is like season 1, where Dylan or Cole Sprouse, whatever his name is in like the restaurant thing, and he's like, do you ever see me without this beanie? I'm weird. Like that type of thing.
You ever seen me without this stupid hat on? That's weird.
I wrote down some quotes. Let me read them. Just 2 seconds. So the first quote I have here is, he was skinny, twisted, and evil. I found that one kind of good. And then there's a scene where Jennifer is speaking about an emo band, well, an indie band that she wants to go see, and she is saying, I saw this band and they're totally rad. I saw them on MySpace and the lead singer is so salty. And the last quote I have is when Jennifer's about to kill somebody. Well, she kind of is about to have sex but kills him, whatever. She says, you give me such a wetty. I love it. Even for the script itself, It was amazing. Like the last 20 minutes of this movie felt like a long Evanescence music video. You definitely know what I'm trying to say. All in all, this movie was good. I definitely enjoyed it. The music choice in this was great. I think there was a bit of there was definitely Panic at the Disco, but yes, I definitely understand the hype around this movie, because I've definitely heard that kind of discourse on Twitter, and because I remember googling it and being like, why does this only have like a 5.2? I'm not gonna watch this, it's gonna be shit. I definitely do not regret watching this. I'm gonna go watch maybe one more thing and I'll be back in a second. Hello! So I just finished watching the last thing that I'm going to be watching today because I'm getting a little bit sleepy. But anyway, I watched a short movie called Fanatic, which was a Polish movie. Actually, I think I have a hoodie that's a little bit more appropriate for filming this part, so one second. Okay, can you see this hoodie? Yes, I'm wearing a hoodie that says, man, I love fishing, but it says MILF. Long story, but it's a gift. But basically, the short movie is a Polish short film. I think this is the first Polish movie I've ever watched. But basically, it's a little bit depressing, but also quite funny at the same time. It is a son that is quite depressed and going through a lot of difficulties in life. I know it doesn't sound funny right now, but I promise you it is. Because his father is obsessed with fishing. Like, everything in life that he does revolves around fishing. His entire house is filled with like blow-up boats with fishing rods and every other type of fishing equipment, and it's 30 minutes of his son kind of processing how he deals with his father basically ruining their entire family because of his obsession. I know that doesn't sound funny and stuff like that, but there are continuous scenes in this where the son is being continuously neglected in the family, and his father hates him and blames him for everything. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but you should definitely give it a watch. It's on Netflix. It's like 30 minutes. It's Polish, so you get to, you know, like, you get to explore cinema that's maybe something you're not used to. It's really entertaining. Like, I did not stare away from the screen for the entire 30 minutes, so it was definitely really enjoyable. It's depressing, and I don't know, I feel like watching someone fall down the trap, especially because the father in this is introduced to online forums like Reddit and stuff like that, and seeing someone in like their 50s and 60s and stuff like that kind of be exposed to the internet, and seeing it from a different perspective of how dangerous that is. Just seeing an older person kind of getting sucked into like just online forums and stuff like that is definitely a little bit depressing. So it's a great combination of themes throughout this short movie, so you definitely should watch it. Anyway, I'm gonna go take off my MILF hoodie, even though it is really comfortable. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, watch movies with me all day type thing. I really enjoy filming these. I always ask at the end of every single video, what movie should I watch next? Let me know in the comments or on my Instagram at PavelSpam. It's in the bio if you want to go press it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.